then.
Welcome back to the Just the Basics podcast, this scary, creepy podcast. Yeah. In case you've been living under a rock, it's the day before Halloween, Friday. Yeah.
Yo.
Friday.
We're actually recording this Tuesday, but
Yes.
it will get released the day before Halloween. So hopefully you have your plans in place.
Yes.
You have your costume ready.
Oh, think about plans in place. If you have any Halloween plans, leave them down in the comments below.
Right.
Maybe any parties I can crash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any costumes you're wearing, any school appropriate activities you'll be doing.
But in case you're the kind of person that likes to plan everything like without a moment's notice, then maybe you could use our podcast as inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Hank Ball, a self-appointed town Halloween safety instructor.
I'm Jacob Ayers, Halloween candy taste tester.
And I'm Evan Nosod, PhD of Pumpkin Spice Synthetic.
Today we'll be scaring you with haunting Halloween facts.
Yep.
We're going back to our original format for a little bit. Is some top 5.
It was such a popular demand that we had to.
Yeah, we had to bring it back for you guys.
Yep.
We listened to the comments.
All right, so for number 1, Jacob, would you like to read number 1?
Yeah, I'll start us off. For our first fact, we have the Michael Myers mask that we know from the popular movie franchise. It's called Halloween, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that creepy white mask with like the reddish brown hair, it's actually a William Shatner mask.
And for you guys on YouTube, we'll throw in a picture. But for us,
Yeah.
you kind of can see the little. I guess they made the eyes a little bigger too, and then I think they spray painted it white.
The 1978 film Halloween had a tight budget, so what they did was take a William Shatner mask that was like pre-made, and they just added some modifications to it.
Yeah.
Just $2 total.
Pretty genius.
And it created something so iconic that we all associate with Halloween to this day. So remember, folks, a tight budget doesn't mean you can't have fun. Our second fact:
Halloween originated from an ancient Celtic festival end of the harvest tradition. So, obviously at the end of the harvest, people would light bonfires and dress up in costumes to ward off the evil spirits.
Because you all know when those evil spirits are in your crops during harvest, it just won't taste as good. And you got to get rid of them before you fully end the harvest.
Yep.
So it's around the same time as it was back then, because end of the fall harvest, whatever's right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Since I'm guessing that a lot of you might not be farmers, it would do you some good to dress up anyways and try and scare the ghosts out of your pantry.
Ooh, that's
We wouldn't want any banshees ruining your frosted flakes now, would we?
That's the word. Number 3, trick-or-treating comes from souling. So the Catholic Church took a pagan holiday, which one of them happened to be All Souls Day. All Souls Day was a day where poor people would dress up like spirits and go door to door and exchange food for prayers. So as you can see, kind of Halloween and All Souls Day combined, because they both like involve costumes, and so in the end it became like costumes and getting candy and stuff. So
at the beginning in American culture, I'm assuming that we actually did trick or treat. We actually did tricks for a treat, but now it's just you take your little kid and go up to someone's door and they just give you candy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, instead of praying, it kind of changed to tricks or whatever. And then now it's just handing out candy, I guess.
yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Candy corn. That crappy stuff that's always in the bowl that no one wants to touch because it tastes like crap.
I like it.
Let me go over that again. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed. Created in the 1800s by George Renninger, it was sold through the Jelly Belly Company. Well, thanks a lot, Jelly Belly. You made Halloween worse. It got the name chicken feed because chickens were fed corn, thus getting the name chicken feed.
There you go.
But now we call it candy corn, since a lot of us typically don't feed chickens anymore.
No.
But like I said, if you don't have any chickens to feed, then perhaps you could scatter some outside for the crows. I get it, a lot of us aren't farmers and can't relate to these traditions, but we're doing our best.
Why don't you like candy corn?
Why don't I like candy corn? Well, the texture is off. It seems to crumble in my mouth when I bite into it.
It's like wax. I love that texture.
Exactly.
It feels like biting into
It's
wax
like
candle.
You can't say wax. Now I don't feel like I like it.
What?
It's just like biting the tip off a candlestick.
I don't think it tastes
I
like
love-
wax. I love.
I
what
didn't
about
say
peanuts?
it tastes like wax. I said it feels like wax.
What about
in my
circus
mouth.
peanuts?
Well,
Oh, those are amazing. I love
no,
those.
they're not.
I think it's like
texture
if you
is
like
great.
circus peanuts, then you have to like candy corn.
If
and
you like
just
circus
don't like
peanuts,
one-
then you're able to eat anything.
I haven't had them in a while, but
I actually go to the store just to buy circus peanuts sometimes because I love them so much.
yeah, it's like you can get them for like $1 at the gas station.
They're good.
A bag of them. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had them, but dude, if you eat a lot of them, you can throw up. That's all I know from
Yeah,
those.
they do make me sick pretty quick.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, leave comments below if you like candy corn or don't like candy corn. You know, maybe give some supporting evidence to your claim.
Yeah. But if the mention of candy corn left a bad taste in your mouth, then perhaps we can scare it away with this spooky story we're about to tell. Ooh.
All right. For number 5, our last one, Evan.
Our last one is the fact that jack-o'-lantern comes from the Irish legend of Stingy Jack. So, people have been making jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween for centuries. The practice originated from an Irish myth about a man named Stingy Jack. According to the story, Stingy Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him. True to his name, Stingy Jack didn't want to pay for his drink, so he convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin that Jack could use to buy their drinks. Once the devil did so...
How could you convince a devil to do that?
I don't know. The devil sounds pretty stupid, to be honest.
Yeah.
It must have been convincing Jack as well.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay. Okay.
Alright, so once the devil did so, Jack decided to keep the money and put it in his pocket next to a silver cross, which prevented the devil from changing back into his original form. Jack eventually freed the devil under the condition that he would not bother Jack for 1 year, and that should Jack die, he would not claim his soul. The next year, Jack again tricked the devil into climbing into a tree to pick a piece of fruit. Man, have you ever heard the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me?
Yeah.
Wow, devil, really?
Well, my question is, why is this man hanging out with the devil?
Yeah, and why would he only say not bother him for 1 year? Why not just don't bother me ever again?
Just
Apparently
maybe it
he
was a
wanted
good
him to
deal.
come back so he could trick him again.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
devil's dumb, and then also Stingy Jack's dumb. They're making dumb deals here.
Uh,
Nothing good comes from a deal with the devil, folks.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, the next year, when Jack again tricked the devil into climbing into a tree to pick a piece of fruit, while he was up in the tree, Jack carved a sign of the cross into the tree's bark so that the devil could not come down until the devil promised Jack not to bother him for 10 more years. Soon after, Jack died. As legend goes, God would not allow such an unsavory figure into heaven. The devil, upset by the trick Jack had played on him and keeping his word not to claim his soul, would not allow Jack into hell. He sent Jack off into the dark night with only a burning coal to light his way. Jack put the coal into a carved-out turnip and has been roaming the earth ever since. The Irish began to refer to this ghostly figure as Jack of the Lantern, and then simply Jack-o'-lantern.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, so the devil didn't allow him in hell? Because.
Alright, because the devil kept his word, apparently.
Oh,
The
okay.
devil kept his promise, and God...
I thought it was because he didn't want to be with Jack, and I was just like,
My question is, why would you carve a turnip?
Well, because
there
you
was
can't-
nothing better to use.
didn't
Well,
have pumpkins.
The turnip is probably the right size of the coal because turnips are kind of small, and he didn't want to just hold the coal because it's hot, right? But then we started carving pumpkins, so they're bigger, and you can carve more into them, I guess, and make
I
something
guess
cool.
so.
By the way, we got this whole story from History Channel. Just copied and pasted it onto
Yep.
our screen.
Word for word.
If you are a member of History Channel or affiliated organizations, please do not sue us. That would be scarier than the story.
All right, you guys
Pick
have any
their nose
scary
for them.
stories, or maybe even real scary stories?
Oh yeah.
All right,
that'd be
so
nice.
obviously we're running dry, but hopefully you folks can give us some material in the comment section.
Yeah.
So be sure to comment below the scariest encounter you've ever had, or if you feel so inclined, write your own scary story.
Ooh. Hey, if you write your own scary story and it's really good, we'll repost it on Twitter.
Yeah,
Ooh. School
and
appropriate.
and So I know a lot of you listeners are from LCS. Jonas Berger and I are starting the Cosmic Horror Book Club. Ooh, just in time for Halloween. So if you want any scary stories about existential dread or the unknowable, be sure to join us on Wednesday, Mrs. Malcolm's room, during lunch.
Does it start this Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday.
Let's go.
We are starting with The Call of Cthulhu, an H.P. Lovecraft novel. By the way, we here at Just the Basics do not endorse H.P. Lovecraft's racist beliefs. He was a very racist man, and we hold him accountable for that. We just appreciate his works of fiction.
If you guys have any, if there's anything that will make you more inclined to watch it, like maybe even recording us or anything like that, hit us up, and we will definitely try to get your suggestion.
And if you think that you have something interesting enough to deserve to have a chance on our renowned podcast, then hit us up.
Yes, hit us up if you want to be in the podcast, but also you have to provide something you want to talk about.
Right.
Because we need content.
We like
and we're not
personal
creative.
stories. We like personal stories and
yeah.
unrelatable experiences. You know, we like to get a lot of perspective on this podcast.
All right. Thanks for joining the podcast. Our spooky, spectacular special this Friday. That's what the day is. And then tomorrow is the Halloween time.
Yep. It's Halloween's Eve today.
Hit us up on Twitter on JTB_podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Up on Twitter. We got our Instagram, _the_basics_podcast on Instagram. And we have our Patreon.
Yeah, go support us on Patreon, please. It's Just the Basics on Patreon.
Yep, that's it.
Patreon.com/
If you okay, let's just give a quick listen. Don't click off the video or anything. We have to do this real quick. Our Patreon, right? Our $1. What's that?
Yes, $1. We will have a Zoom meeting with you where we will give you a live roast session, and we'll also give you a shout out on the next episode.
Yeah, we'll also record it and maybe put it up on we'll make a playlist of roasts.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
On our YouTube, and we can record the Zoom call.
For $3 a month, we will write you a handwritten letter and song about you to show our appreciation for the donation. And for only $5 a month, we will host you on the podcast and let you choose the topic, which, that could be fun.
The links in our Anchor or in our YouTube description. Go hit those up.
Yeah.
On Twitter. Stay scary.